Let's meet one question. Could you define about Thailand in your opinion?
In Thailand?
Yes.
My opinion?
Yes. Only to try.
What's your opinion about Thailand? What do you feel about Thailand?
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. It's
Except food and except friendly.
Oh yeah.
except for food, so not food.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I enjoy it a lot. The people are very kind. It's more sabai. It's the culture.
So I call some Thai.
Yes. More in America, very fast paced. Often people in America more impatient. People here more relaxed, kind, and patient, which I like. It's a different style than America. So I like that. It's good for people like me to be here. Good morning. And so I like the culture. I like how people are kind here. And it's just a different way of life here.
Yeah.
I like it. Again, everybody is very approachable, and it's really the pace. Which do you know what the word pace means? So pace means how fast or slow. So in America, my job is very fast. And here, good morning. Here it's not slow, but it's not as fast. So here it's not as fast. It's better, and I like that. And people are more. People here are more welcoming. Yeah, welcoming. Just. How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, you know her?
Yes. Yeah. She attended class back when I was here. I believe so.
Last one, teacher.
Yeah.
What genre of song that you like? What genre of folk?
Oh, music.
Yes.
Music. So I do like. So I do like dance music.
We don't teach you dancing.
Dance music, yeah. I like. I like pop. I like rock music. This is the stuff you probably hear from America. But I like that type of music. I like. Electronic dance music. It's very, very popular in Europe and Germany. I like this type of music. In Oklahoma, where I live, very popular music is country music. Country more guitar, folk music.
Like folk song.
Yes, more like that. Yeah, this is very popular in my state. But I like that. You would hear this music at, I think you call it disco? Yeah. Any other questions?
What different about etiquette and manner? What different?
Different here in education and manner?
Yes, please.
Manner being like how people act? Okay. Here people are very, I'll use this. Right. Here, people are polite. In Thailand, people are polite, more formal. When people greet people here, they usually are very formal and kind when greeting. In the U.S., sometimes they are polite. So I'll say sometimes. But we are more informal. We are not as formal when we greet people or talk to people.
So sometimes do you have S at the end of time or no?
Oh yes, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes polite. Yeah, you're right. It should be sometimes polite.
It seems to be etiquette and
Education.
manner, yeah. And manner a little different.
Little bit. So, in America, it's.
Đi trong lên.
Oh yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Here's one of these. In America, education, most people attend high school. So, I graduated high school when I was 18 years old. So, 18 years old. Some graduate from college or university. And I was 22 years old here. And then after that, after people graduate from university, then they get a job, occupation, yeah, or a job. That's typically how it works in America. What about Thailand? How does it work in Thailand?
Almost the same.
Very similar? Okay. So it is similar here compared to America. Thank you. I have plenty of coffee. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Does that answer your question? It does. So does that help? Good. Good. All right. What time is it? 9:05. So I will go ahead and get started. Hey, are you finished? Okay. All right. So I want to keep my lesson simple, given that this is my last class to teach. It's better that I just keep a simple lesson versus doing something complex, given that I won't be here. So I don't want to start anything too big, given that this is my last day here. So to keep it simple, we'll continue talking through phrases that you might hear often in the English language. So similar to yesterday, we talked about phrases or idioms. These are phrases that you probably hear often in English language, either television, movies, or even everyday conversation with people who speak English. So I am trying to cover the more common phrases that are used. And so we will walk through each one of those, and then similar to yesterday, have you think of examples to write down. So let's see here. We will start with these three. I'll let you write those down first. Okay. So this first one, we're starting with a difficult phrase. It is often used. I hear it a lot, but not an easy phrase to learn. But I will give you try to give you good examples for this. So to pass muster, that's how you say this word, muster. To pass muster means to meet a certain standard.
Science.
Oh, yes, science.
I'm sorry. It's a scorpion.
Oh, yeah.
Science.
Yeah. So, to pass muster means to meet a certain standard. Okay, so let's use this example. So I'll ask Shop. So I'm going to have you write an essay on a topic. And I tell you what topic to write on. And I have a certain expectation or standard of how good I think your paper should be. So based on my knowledge of how well you can write a paper. So I ask you to write a paper. I have an expectation or standard of how good your paper should be. You write the paper and give it back to me. I read it. If your paper meets my expectations, or if your paper meets my standard, it passes muster. If the paper does not meet my expectations, or does not meet my standard of how well I think you should do, it does not
pass muster.
Good. Yes. Yes. So this is basically your expectations, your standard on a certain subject or a certain thing. So let's walk through this example. So I write an essay about weather in Thailand. Everybody know what essay is? Anybody not know what essay means? So essay is just writing your thoughts on a particular topic. So I ask you to write about your opinion on the weather in Thailand. Writing your thoughts about a subject is an essay. Good morning. So I write an essay. I write my thoughts about the weather in Thailand. My essay, my paper, is not accurate. I say things that are not true. My paper, my thoughts, also have many grammatical issues, or they have many grammar issues. I don't write well. So again, I write a paper about the weather in Thailand, my opinions. My opinions are not accurate, so my paper is not good. My paper also has many grammar issues. I misspell things. A lot of things in my paper are not accurate. So, what would you say about my essay? So, my essay does not. Good. Good. What about what if my essay is accurate and my essay has no grammar issues? What would you say about my paper now?
Your essay is to pass master.
Yes. So in this case, I would say my essay passes muster. My essay does pass muster, or my essay passes muster. Either one. Understand? Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this one is a little easier. This one's easier. Does anybody know what this means? It's not rocket science.
Hard to. It's not hard to do.
Right, good, very good, very good. So, it's not so not hard to do or not complicated. So, which thing in this sentence is hard? Which thing in this sentence is complicated? Yeah, rocket science. So, rocket science is complicated. So, that's what this sentence means. Rocket, basic. Do you know what a rocket is? Basically, a rocket, big ship that goes into space. How do you pass a tie? Okay. And the science is very complicated. Very smart people do rocket science. Smart, pass a tie. So, very smart people do rocket science. Rocket science is hard. Rocket science is complicated. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Teacher, how about it's a piece of cake?
exact opposite. Or it's the same. So, piece of cake, very easy. Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. So the example